it's Jen with Astrology. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun and we're going to see how astrology can help us predict the outcome of sporting events. And I thought this would be fun with the football season coming to a close. I thought we would try and do first the AFC and NFC championship games. Now in this video we're focusing on the NFC championship. So that is going to be between the 49ers and the Lions. So a little bit of background about this chart. So what you want to do is so this is a chart that's pretty much an electional or horary chart. So it's an answer to a question or finding the perfect time and seeing how it's going to benefit, the requester. Or in this case, it's not the requester as much as it is the home team or the favored team. So in this video we're just doing the NFC championship game. If you're interested in the AFC as well, definitely check that video out. So I already put that one up, but if you're not interested, then you don't have to watch it. I am unbiased in these games because, as you can see, this girl's a Saints girl and my team unfortunately is not in it, but hey, 2025, let's see what happens. Derek Carr's coming up. Anyway, so this chart is going to be cast kind of like a birth chart, but it's going to be to the time of the game. So you're going to find the time, place, and date of this game, and for the NFC championship, it's going to be at the 49ers because they are going to be the home team and they are the favored team. So it's going to be cast for January 28th at 6:30 p.m. is when it's supposed to start, and that is in the field is in Santa Clara, California. So I did play with the times a little bit just in case it doesn't start on time. So even if it doesn't start till close to 7, this is all still going to be the same. It really depends on what the rising sign is and the ruler there. So the 49ers are the home team again, and that is represented by the first house. And then the opposition, the Lions, are represented by the opposite house of the first house, which is the 7th house. So see, we have that polarity and that opposition. So the first house ruler, or the first house sign, is Leo. So what sign or what planet rules Leo? And that is the sun. So the sun is the ruler of the home team, which is the first house. I kind of look at the first house as more the quarterback or the leader of the team, and then the second house is kind of the team itself, and the gameplay. And so then if we have that being the 49ers, then we have Aquarius being representing the Lions, and then or the quarterback too, and then the 8th house representing the Lions team. So we have the sun is in the 7th house, so it's in the house of the opposition, and it is in its detriment. So because it's in its opposite, that means the sun is in its detriment. So we already have not super good placement for the 49ers. So it also doesn't have any positive aspects whatsoever. So it's kind of out there on its own. So far for the 49ers, surprisingly, it's not looking that great. It also is in a square to Jupiter. So you see that, and a square is one of those not so pretty aspects. It's difficult. It's going to be, have some issues to overcome. It's really about having to work with difficulties. So we already see that, and that is the major benefic in a day chart, and this is still considered a day chart because In California, 6:30 is day. Say hi, Dean. He's a Saints fan too. So, so far, not looking so great. So this is a lot of negatives already going on. So then let's look at the team. So that's represented by Virgo, the second house, and the ruler of that is Mercury, which is in Capricorn, right here in the sixth house. So that's sixth house is about work. It's also conjunct Mars, so it's putting that work and training and preparation into action. And it also trines Uranus. So those are, Uranus is kind of surprises. And I left Uranus in there. It's really the only outer planet that I leave in just because of the impact that it makes. I don't bother putting Neptune or Pluto in, and we only use the Ptolemaic aspects, which are the major aspects. So we see that the team really is putting in the work, but there may be some issues with the quarterback. So be interesting to watch and find out. There may be some surprises. Hopefully the surprises won't be bad. So then we have the Sun and Mercury. They're unaspected. So Mercury's the team, like we said, and then we have the Sun here, and they're also unaspected. So Mercury and the Sun, that's the team, and the quarterback, they're having trouble kind of communicating. So that communication's not there. They're having trouble maybe seeing each other. So maybe, you know, balls aren't connecting quite right when they're passed. It's that maybe that communication just isn't really at its peak. They can't see eye to eye on things. Maybe not understanding the play that's called. So next we want to look at the game itself. So the game itself is represented by the fifth house, which in this chart is Sagittarius down here. So who's the ruler of Sagittarius? That's pretty much showing the game, and that is Jupiter up here. So we know that the Sun is square to Jupiter. So really, quarterback or the 49ers is in a square to Jupiter. It's benefic. So again, not looking super great. I'm really hoping that doesn't mean there's going to be any injuries or anything like that, because we do have Uranus up there as well. So, you know, we just hope for the best. You know, you never know with football. So again, there might be some surprises coming up, big surprises, because there's Jupiter with Uranus in Taurus. So next, let's take a look at the Lions. So they are represented, like I said, by Aquarius here, who's the ruler of Aquarius, and that's Saturn, and Saturn is in the mutable Pisces. So we know they're going to be able to change and go with the flow a little bit better. So maybe they'll be able to change plays on a whim. They'll be able to, you know, kind of just be able to, you know, read the other team and kind of work outside the box. That's what that's all about. So the team is represented by the eighth house, which is Pisces. The ruler of Pisces, traditional ruler anyway, is Jupiter. So the quarterback, we'll say, is Saturn, and the team is Jupiter. So Saturn and Jupiter are in a sextile, which is a positive aspect. So a positive aspect means that they easily see each other, they easily help each other, and so we see that this is very positive. The team and the quarterback will work well together, coaches. So that's a positive that we have for the Lions. We also have the ruler of Aquarius in its own decan, so that is another positive. So we have two positives there for the Lions. So another thing, Saturn is in a grand kite formation with the greater benefic Jupiter, the team, which also is sextile to Venus, the lesser benefic, and trine the moon, which I don't have down here, but that kind of shows it. So the grand trine we have here boop, 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 boop. Grand trine all in earth signs, which means they have a good foundation, they have a good standing. We have the strategy and the, you know, the well thought out. Virgo, trine is another positive aspect, like a sextile, but even more positive, I feel. Trining Capricorn, which is that drive, which is that will, which is that, wanting to be the best, wanting to be on top. And that is then trining Jupiter, which is here in Taurus, which is that persistence, that stick-to-itiveness, that just going along, trucking along, and just moving. And once you get a Taurus started, which you think a bull, you don't get them stopped. So, and the team is, so that's topped with mutable Saturn in Pisces. That's the go with the flow. So easily changeable, easily changing plays on a whim. So again, that looks really good for the Lions. The team is Jupiter. So the Lions team itself is Jupiter in the 10th house. So they gain Jupiter from putting in the work. And the 10th house is on an angle, and the angle are the most impactful areas of the chart. So we have the four most impactful areas: the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th. 10th is what you work for. It's what your goal is. It's what your brass ring is. And with the team up there, representing the team up there, and the quarterback, in a beautiful sextile, it really looks like they might be the victor. So I know. And then we also have Uranus up there in the 10th house. So that represents surprises. That represents something that kind of a shock and awe type thing. So I think there's going to be a surprise upset. And I think that even though the 49ers, they've done great this year, I think the Lions might actually have a really good chance. So I know it might sound crazy, that I think that the Lions are going to pull this one out, and I know my husband thinks I'm crazy for both the ones I'm predicting, but we're only looking at the astrology here. Now keep in mind, this is only done in fun, so we're only doing this for fun, but if you want to place bets on it, this one, not sure if they'll actually beat the spread. It might only be by a field goal. I don't know. That's just my guess. But I'd say, yeah, why not? Hey, if I was betting on it, I would bet for the Lions to win and to cover the spread. I was a little more confident with the other games, so definitely check that one out. Or actually, I'd say yes, I'm more confident in this game that the Lions will win than I am in the other game, and you'll have to check that one out to see who I predict will win that one. So definitely check that video out. So again, this is done in fun, and don't come after me if you place bets on my decision. Again, have fun and good luck, y'all. If you are fans of any of these teams, I wish you luck, but some of us, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, with the Saints, we lost a little more than some. So better luck next year. I will see y'all soon. Leave your comments and tell me what you think. And make sure you subscribe and get notified for upcoming videos, because I am going to do one on, of course, the big game coming up in a few weeks. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.